Just a second, please, bear with me. So, one of the reasons why I call this program a mentorship program is because um, I'm not just trying to teach you guys the cloud computing skills. Yes, that's the main thing that I want to teach you guys, because obviously everyone is here to learn about cloud, develop their skills, right? Um, but ultimately, what we are trying to do is get a job, make money. That way, we can improve whatever in our life we want to improve. So that is why I called it more of like a mentorship program instead of a boot camp, which sometimes I'm a little bit hesitant to share stuff because I always feel like maybe I'm oversharing. It's not even like I'm oversharing, but I don't want to come across as if I don't want to come across any other way than just helping in a way that I want to help you guys. So how I am in person is usually anytime I do something and I learn from it, or I do something that I make money, I always tell people that are around me. Anyone that I know, I'll tell them about it. My friends, my wife, pretty much anyone that I know. So it's the same thing I'm doing with you guys. So for someone that came from a non-tech background and transitioned into cloud, and I've seen with the success I've had, um, I always like to share with you guys because I always say that if I can do it, you guys can do the same. There is nothing special about me in terms of how I've gotten to this point. It is just based on effort, and it's also based on always trying, always looking for answer, and always just trying to improve and trying to um, be better. So. So pretty much whatever I'm doing that's working for me, I'll share with you guys. And if I'm doing something that's not working for me, I'll tell you guys about it so you guys learn about it. But mainly I'm always trying to share with you guys whatever I'm doing that's working for me. So I think in addition to building my skills, my cloud skills, and getting a job, or another thing that I've been doing since I became a cloud engineer is also investing, which is also working for me. So I want to share that with you guys. So I really think even for people that look like us, one of the things we will have is one of the disadvantage we have is not having people that we can trust that will show us something on time. I wish I knew about investing like when I was in college. Maybe it's something someone that I trusted showed me about. So so now that I'm doing it, it's something that I want to make you guys aware of. Because my perception of investing is stay away from it. From what I heard growing up, don't do it. You're going to lose your money. And even there's with options trading, I'm going to show you guys something today if we have time with options trading. My even up to 3 weeks ago, my opinion of options trading is stay away from it. You're going to lose your money because all the people that I know that always talk about it always complain about how they are losing money. But now, today, I have a different opinion about options trading. So I'll share that with you guys. But once we go through all the things we need to go through. Um, okay, but yes, that's it. I'll most likely I'll create a WhatsApp group and I'll see how you guys can, how I can, oh, good. How okay, Will is also interested. Good. I'm happy to see that a lot of you guys are interested in it. But I think you guys will be blown away today. You'll be very surprised about on what I just learned about options trading. You'll be very surprised about it. So I'm happy that you guys are very excited about it. So I'll most likely create a WhatsApp group, add you guys to it. All the trades that I'm making, all the trades that I'm going to make in a week, I'll send it to you guys on the weekend. But then I also teach you guys how I do my research on the ones that I'm trading for the week. So I'm not an expert at by any means, and I'm not, but I just in this past couple of weeks, I've just really had like a mind-blowing success trading options. And I have a strategy for trading it, but um, yeah, I just had really, really, really good success. Just to even give you guys a preview, I traded one options trading. Um, Ahmed, you didn't miss anything. So I was just talking about that I'm ready to create the group for the investing thing we talked about because I know you were one of the people that have been asking me about it. I remember I was telling you that I was a little bit hesitant to trade to to do the strategy, show you guys the investing because if someone lost money, I don't want someone to blame it on me, right? Because investing, sometimes you will lose, sometimes you win, but the goal is to win more than you lose. Like, I remember I was telling you whenever the stock market went down like a couple of weeks ago, I woke up, my account was $100,000 down, but I didn't panic. But since then, it has gone back up. I've made the money back and I'm even in the green again. So sometimes in the stock market, stuff like that happens. And it's something you guys have to be aware of. But I have three different strategies that I use. You guys just have to pick which one works for you based on what you feel your risk level is. So I'm not by all means saying do what I do, but I'm just going to show you guys what I'm doing. And if you want to do it, you can do it, but you can certainly take what I'm doing and use that to build a strategy of your own. Yeah. So I started learning, I learned about options trading, and believe me, I used ChatGPT to learn it. And ChatGPT taught me how to trade option in about, maybe it took an hour for me to get an understanding of all the summary of what ChatGPT wrote. I wish I can find um, I wish I can find
It would be cool if you could share the prompts you used.
the prompt I use. That's what I'm trying to look into my all the things that I asked ChatGPT. Hopefully I can find it because I didn't save it. I didn't uh just a second. Let me see this one. Yes. So now that I'm getting ready to, yes, it would be very nice if I can show you guys exactly. Yeah, I'll find it because I have all my history. So I just need to go through my history and see. I think it was sometime in July that I did that. Just a second. I know I'm getting sidetracked today. I wanted to, but I think uh, just a second. It's probably not. Just Control F options. And is this June? I think it's sometime in July. Let me just look at all my history in July. Just a second, guys. I really pray I find it. Oh, it's July, last month. I don't think it's July. I've been trading options. I didn't think it was before July. All right, let me check June. I pray I found it. Interpreting NVIDIA's core. I think it might be this one. Yep, I found it. Okay.
You're not sharing your screen. Just want
Oh,
to
okay.
let you know.
Yeah, just a second. Uh, okay. I don't know why when my stuff that I've been trying to do hasn't been working lately. Okay, this is it. So this is how I started. This is how I learned about options. So I downloaded the Robinhood account. I downloaded the Robinhood app, and I've had the app for maybe about a month. Um, but because I downloaded it just to see the price for stock prices because I like how they print their stock price. So I've had it for a month. Then one night I was just some just keep telling me about options trading, and I just went into the Robinhood app. Obviously, one of the stocks I'm very interested in is Nvidia. So I so if you're trying to trade options for a particular stock here in this screenshot, I'm trying to trade options for Nvidia. This is how it will show up in the Robinhood app. So you'll see these numbers, right? And you'll see the price here. So I didn't know what this means. So I just took a screenshot of it and I posted it in ChatGPT, and I just told it here that teach me how to interpret this because I didn't know what any of this means. So so you can see here, this is what it taught me. So it's pretty much saying that this is a series of core options, right? And here's how to interpret it. The strike price. So these things you are seeing over here, these are the strike price. So this is just what you are saying that, and I can teach you guys this another time. Is this is just saying that this is what you are guessing that the stock price is going to go to. So that's the strike price. So the break-even price is the ones you are seeing under it. So when you guess that a stock will go to 150, um, when the stock gets to one for this particular one, if the stock gets to 184.184.73, that is the break-even price. That means that at that point, you've you are in the money. They call it in the money. So anything after that, you continue. Anything, let's say the stock now goes to 190, right? Anything after that is a profit for you. You will just make money. Anything after that is money. But it doesn't have to go to 184 to make money. It's just really based on when the price of the stock goes up, right? The closer you are to the price of the stock, depending on what price you buy it, which is this is the contract price here. Depending on how depending on what price you buy it, the contract price will also increase. So let's say you bought the contract for $5 and the contract increased to $10, then you're making money. So, but when you go to the strike price and you go to the breaking even price and you are in the money, you even make more money faster. So that is pretty much what it was saying here. So it was telling me the break even price to break even, right? Is pretty much showing me here options premium, which is saying like you can see it's the green circle thing at the top. So it did a really good job explaining all this stuff to me. And so after I read all these things, so you can see even here I said after I break even, what happens if the stock keeps going up and the expiration date is December 2026. Uh, so I asked it another question, then it just say um I asked another question. It just pretty much gave me the answer. Yeah, pretty much it's just saying like if the stocks, if I go past the break-even price and I keep going up, I'll keep making money. So something like that. So that's why I said, yeah, this is what I used to learn options this year. I didn't watch, and when I had more questions, I asked more questions here. And this is all I did to start learning, to learn options. So you can see. So if you guys have an app that you're trying to use to learn options, because I like just learning the basic things I need to learn and go straight into it. I really don't like having to watch a bunch of videos online that will will be a little bit conflicting, and the information might be overload of information. So this is what I did, right? So I started trading options this day. So I can say this is the exact day I started trading options. Let me see if I can find the date. This was in June. Well, what are we in now? We're in August. This was in June. It was even like the ending of June. I'm not sure if I can find the date here that I asked this question, but it was in June, late June. So that's the first time I traded option, right? So when I started, I mean, it's very easy to follow and you can manage your risk. Yeah, you can lose your money very fast, but you can also manage your risks. I've lost some money initially when I started. But basically
Mhm.
what options trading is saying is that this is NVIDIA, right? Um, let's say NVIDIA's price is 150 right now. You see all these dates you see up here? These are the contract date. So you can pick any date you want that you will say by this date. So in this particular one, I picked December 2026. So I'm saying by December 2026, I think NVIDIA's price is going to be, let's say NVIDIA is 150 now. I'll say NVIDIA is going to be 160. So December 2026 is almost 2 years from now. So that if you know a company is a good company and is doing well, right? There's a good chance that the company is going to meet that expectation. So so that's what this price is for. This price is for um this contract price is for the longer you put them, the more you can be, the longer you put them, the more uh you can have peace of mind because you know, okay, Nvidia is a good company. My contract is not till 2026. And I know between now and 2026, NVIDIA can definitely go from 150 to 160. So let's say between now and 2026, NVIDIA goes to 160, then NVIDIA ends up going to $300. Everything after that is your profit. And you can sell your contract anytime you want. So that's pretty much what this is, right? And these are the different price. But the longer you put the contract out, the much more expensive the contract is. So this $33 you guys are seeing here is really not $33. It is $33 per contract. And in one contract, there are 100 shares. 100 shares of NVIDIA will be in that one contract. So the price you will pay for one contract will be 33 times 100, which is 3,300. 3,300, and that's the amount you will pay for one contract. Let's say I pick this 156 one. That's the amount you'll pay. So whatever you guys see here, you have to multiply it times 100. But the app does all that stuff for you because when you are checking out, it will let you know. Um, so I don't know why I can't. Just a second, guys. Uh, I want to see my. I don't know how I can go to my.
As in, this is a really great conversation. I've been meaning to do this for the longest time, but
Mhm.
just the thought to even start, it can be quite scary.
Mhm.
You don't know where to start or who to ask, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. So Someone asked me, have I been on the winning part for the most part? Yes, I end up on the winning side. So let me even just take my phone. I will send or I took a screenshot of all the trades that I've made in the past 2 weeks. I'll send it to you guys. I'll send it to my email and I'll show you guys here.
Mhm.
So, the reason why I'm even sharing this with you guys is because, like I've always said, there is, for people that look like us, we just don't have someone we trust that is doing something that will tell us about it on time. So if someone would have told me about investing stock market right in 2007, that they were able to just get through to me to convince me that this is what I need to be doing, I'll be well off today. So that's the main thing I find, is just that so most of the time we don't have people we trust, or we don't find out about it. And when we go learn about it on our own, we when we go learn about it on our own, then there's so much information online that you don't know who to trust. And if you end up trusting the wrong person, if you end up trusting the wrong person and you let's say you lose your money starting out, then that leaves a bad taste in your mouth, and you feel like this thing is a scam, it doesn't work. I'm here to tell you guys, options trading is not a scam. And I'm also telling you guys that up to last month, I thought it was a scam. I always advise, I think I've even mentioned it here when when I've told you guys about my investment strategy in the past, that you shouldn't do options trading. I think I've mentioned it here. Just a couple of weeks ago, I've mentioned it here. Okay, just a second. Let me send the screenshot from my phone to my email and I'll share with you guys. So this
Is he?
is, yeah, okay.
Well, what's the minimum that you start with, and what's the maximum that you start with for a stock trade?
Um, the minimum, the minimum is really what you can afford. With options trading, the good thing about options trading is you can start with a $500 minimum. You can start with a $1,000 minimum. But obviously, based on the minimum, right, that would just limit you to what you can trade, right? I mean, the more cash you have there, the better, but you don't have to start with a lot of cash. I did. I started with about probably like 20 something thousand, but I didn't put 20 something thousand in my Robinhood account at once. It was over time. Anytime I was buying something, I'll probably transfer more money if I didn't have more money to buy the stock, right? So I did it over time. But my wife just started our account because initially she didn't want to do it because she hates losing money. But then she sees how much money I've made in just like a week or 2 weeks. Then she was convinced that, okay, I think I need to be doing this. And she made her first options trade yesterday, and she started with 500. She doubled it to 1,000. So, and she made
Yeah.
$500 in the same, like in one day. So there is, you guys don't have to fund it. You don't have to have crazy amount of money. But if you just start with a small a small amount in your account, it just means that you would be slowly building your account. So, which is fine.
Mm.
There's also one of my friend that only has $500 in her account, and she's slowly building it. So you can make money with 500, but it's just you might only be able to trade one contract, make money from that, then take the profit from that, invest it in another. Then you keep doing that until you.
Quick question, Aziz.
So I'm a little, oh, sorry. You go ahead, please.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Aziz, good question. So,
Mhm.
what is it like is it like the risk level in options? I don't know. How do you compare it with other trading platforms? Let's say, I mean, other cryptocurrency, for instance, or stock. How is option volatile, and how quick can you lose your money to the ground, like from 0 to 100, from 100 to 0, kind of thing?
And I'll show you guys. I'll show you guys. So you can lose your money. You can. I invested in Amazon. when Amazon was about to do their, I love Amazon stock and I believe in Amazon as a company. So whenever they were reporting their earnings a couple of weeks ago, I bought the call option. The call is that I'm betting that Amazon price is going to go up. Well, and this is something else I'll teach you guys, but I want to teach you guys in like a private thing. I'm not going to teach you. I'm not going to share it here with YouTube, but whoever is interested, you guys can join, right? So I bet that Amazon is going to beat their earnings. That okay, and typically if a company beats their earnings, their stock price will go up. Temporarily, it will go up. Like I'll show you, and I'll show you guys some of those things today, right? Their stock price will go up. Amazon missed their earnings. So let's say I bought Amazon's contract at 4, because stock market closed at 4. Let's say I bought Amazon stock at 3:50 p.m. today. They usually report their earnings after hours, after market close, which is at 4. They report their earnings, they missed it. Their stock price dropped. So it's not even going to go to the price I've guessed it dropped, right? So during the aftermarket, you can see it dropping, but there's nothing you can do. You have to wait to the next day when market open, and you can't trade options after hours. The next morning, I invested by like 7,000. I'll show you, I still have that contract. I invested probably close to 7,000. The next morning when I woke up, my 7,000 is probably like, what is left is $300. That's how fast you can lose your money. But obviously, that's a riskier strategy that I'm doing, because typically when a company reports earnings, right? During those after hours is when they report earnings. During those after hours, if they beat the earnings, their stock price is going to go up during that time. And by the time the market opens the next morning, you will wake up to some profit. And I'll show you the trades that I've made that I've done that too. So I like that strategy. It's very risky because I know if I guess wrong, then I'm going to potentially lose my money. But if I guess right, I can potentially make a lot of money. But that's just thing about investing. It's all risk, so you have to be willing to. So how I plan to manage that type of risk next time is maybe not invest as much into it. Maybe if I can invest like 1,000, whatever I make from it, I'll be fine with. So yeah, so maybe that's what I'll do. But that's how fast you can lose your money. But let's say I bought the Amazon's contract during regular market, right? And I see it going down, you can sell it and cut your loss right there. So it is still manageable if the market is open and you see that the stuff you buy, instead of the stock price going up, is going down, you can sell it. And another thing I want to say is the stock market is also the way you can guess that the stock price is going to go up with options, you can also guess that the stock price is going to go down. So you can make money either way. Just a second. You just want to see something.
Okay. I'm a little bit confused about the website. So I went to optiontrade.uk. Created an account, but then as I logged in, it took me to pt.dealingroom.ai.
So options trading, you will get a regular brokerage account, whatever brokerage account you guys use in the UK. So there isn't like optionstrading.com, right? You'll get a regular brokerage, whatever brokerage you guys use to invest. Like here, we have Robinhood, we have Fidelity, we have Vanguard, we have Merrill Edge, we have Webull. We have so many, right? So within that, your brokerage account, there will be an options there to do options trading. So you just apply for it and enable it in your brokerage account. So whatever brokerage you guys use in UK, that is what you should be using.
I'm actually in New Zealand, but I'm not too sure why I landed in.
Okay. So what are the popular brokerage firms in New Zealand?
Yeah, I need to find that out.
Okay. All right. Yeah. So and we can do it. Let me do it.
Oh yes, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, so my question would be, your profit that you make, is it being taxed when you make your profit? And the second question I would like to ask is, can we have like a separate channel or probably like a WhatsApp group where it's going to be everything investment? Because I'm so much interested in what you're preaching at the moment.
Okay, yes. So that's I'm not sure when you yes, that's what I was saying. I'll
I
create
joined
a
like
oh
10
you
minutes.
join okay, yeah. You joined okay. I was saying earlier I'll create a WhatsApp group because I don't want to distract anybody else that just wants to learn cloud stuff. So it will be a separate group because since I called it a mentorship program, I really just want to show you guys what I'm doing that's been working for me. I so it's a combination of teaching you cloud skills, if whatever investment I'm into, then if I'm into something else that I find making money, I'll share with you guys too. So far, what's been making money for me is my cloud skills and also investing. So that's why I'm sharing that with you. Yeah, so I'll create you're right. It's like you read that off my mind. And I said that before you joined. I'll create a WhatsApp group. And I think every week I'll be sending you guys a list of the stocks that I'll be trading for the week. Then you guys do your research on it. Feel free to jump in it when you want to jump in it.
Yeah, so it
All right.
sounds good. What about the profit part? Is your profit being taxed?
My profit. So the thing about stock is yes, at the end of the year you'll pay tax. So let's say throughout this year I made 50,000. At the end of the year, the Robinhood, whoever my brokerage firm is, will send me a tax form that I'll use to file my tax. So whatever your profit is, they will write it on that thing. I think it gets added to your total income for the year. So let's say you made 50,000 this year on your job, and I made 50,000 in the stock market. So that means I made 100,000, and they will tax me on that. So but as you are making money and you are taking money out, they don't tax you. You don't pay tax on it.
I hope that applies in the UK too.
Yeah.
All right, thank you so much.
Yeah. So this is what it's saying here. New Zealand. So best six best stock brokerage in New Zealand. Let's try this. Okay, here. So it said interactive brokers, right? Trade Station, Hasty Trade, and this one's right. So just do a research on it. I would say
Yeah.
go with whatever the most popular one is in your country. That's what you should go with. So in America, Robinhood is very popular. So that's what I went with. So there's also a lot of other ones too. So Robinhood is very popular. Taiwo, I'm going to answer your question. Taiwo said, have I been on the winning part for the most part? Yes, I have. And that's why I'm sharing with you guys, because then I just like, okay, well, this thing is really not a scam. This is real. Okay. So I think I forward the pictures to myself. So let me go to my email. I'm just going to download.
Fees, why are you doing that? Can I ask you a question about that?
Sure. Go ahead.
So I briefly used Robinhood, but I got off of it a while ago. So, so have you ever looked at the expense ratio? What the fees are with Robinhood?
I don't.
You
I
don't?
don't. Yeah, because typically when I sell, I don't see any difference they don't take crazy amount out. It's probably like it's so low, it's like probably like 30 cents. I don't know. It's probably based on how much you make, but I've never looked at it because let's say I sold something for my profit was 1,000 and I always say 1,000 in my account. So I've never even cared to look.
Okay. And when you I guess like how do you have yours layered? Because like the way I have mine layered is tucked under like a Roth. So like everything that I invest is after taxes. So it's like I'm not really affected by taxes until basically I'm only affected by taxes
Yeah,
after.
until you start, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
So I have 3 investment strategies, right? I am investing in 3 investment strategy. The first one I was doing is in the index funds, which was when I first started talking about investing with you guys. That was the first thing I told you guys, right? Then I went from, then I saw that wasn't, it was making money, but it was making money very slow, right? So then I thought about, okay, you know what? I can afford to risk more now. So I went from doing index funds to buying stocks. So I took all my money out of the index fund, bought stocks, and started making money on the stock. The stock is very good. You can, when the market is very good, the way the market has been, you make money, but then you can also lose money when the market is down. Like the other time when the 2 weeks ago, when that Monday, the market became the worst it's been, they said, in a while, where for that day, every stock was like down 10 to 12%. That day, my account was down 100,000, right? But I think over time, since I've been investing for a while, at this point I am now, I can, if I wake up and my account is even 300,000 down, I don't freak out about it. I just go by my day. Even if I have more money, I will end up go and buying. You guys should always say when the market is down, as like Black Friday, you are going to the store and everything is cheap. The people always talk about Amazon, all your big stock are so expensive, but the day you see them down, that is just say it as a discount. So on a day like that day, I would have gone and bought my favorite stocks, Amazon, Tesla. I would have bought more, but I didn't have cash then, so I just let it be, right? So that's my second strategy. The third strategy is options trading. That is the one I just learned, but I was showing you guys that I used ChatGPT to learn it, and I was playing around with it for a while. I made money here, I lost money. But then in the past 2 weeks is when I've seen that you can really manage your risk, where if you pick the right things, you're most likely going to make money. And even if you pick the wrong thing and you lose money because you didn't invest too much in it, you don't have to be worried about that. So, and I'll show you guys all that stuff, right? So,
So with the third strategy,
mhm,
you limit the amount of money you like? I'm assuming the other 2 strategies, that's where majority of your money is kind
mhm.
of pooled to. The third strategy is kind of more like you testing the waters, kind of. It's not
Exactly,
yeah, okay,
exactly,
okay.
exactly. So let's say you have a throwaway money you say, you know what, I want to grow this money and I want to use this money to, just want to grow the money, right? So that's why I opened a Robinhood account. So I am not doing options trading in the account where I have my long-term investments. I open another account with it, another brokerage, Robinhood, and I'm just using that to trade. Um, and I just fund it with some amount of money, and I just say, you know what, I'm going to try to grow this money. And that's what I've been doing. So I advise you guys, don't do it in the same account where your long-term investment is. Just open another brokerage account. If it's I told you guys, my wife started us yesterday, and she started with $500, and she doubled the $500 yesterday, and she's bought another call for Monday. Hopefully the ones we pick for on Monday is going to win again, and that's how you can keep doubling your money. So these are some of the screenshots I took for some of my trading that I did in the past 2 weeks. And let me see if it has the date. Okay. Does it have the date over here? It doesn't really have the date. So this is probably like my biggest win. So you can see over here, this is my contract. This is a contract. I invested in this contract at 3:40 p.m. in one day, right? This is the H&R block.
Is that the
And
day there where say day bought right there? Eight.
yeah, date bought 8:15, right? By about 3:50, I invested in this H&R block, right? You can see what my average price is here. Let me see. This is my average price. This is how much I paid for it. So remember I was telling you that, and I bought 30 contracts right here, right? So the math is one contract. Remember I was telling you that when you guys see that price, when you guys see this, when you guys see this price, right? This is please bear with me. Let me get rid of my Zoom pen. So when you guys see this price, right, this is going to be the contract price. And I also told you guys that there's 100 shares in one contract. So if you multiply 29 cents, 0.29 times 100, that is how much one contract cost me, $29. And I bought 30 contracts. So that would be 29 times 30. This is how much I paid in total for the contract. For my 30 contract, this is how much I paid in total, the $870. And I bought this at right before market close. It was at about 3:50 p.m. Right. And the next morning when I woke up, right, so they reported their earnings, they beat their earnings. The next morning when I woke up, this is how much I made right here.
As is, you invested 870 and got 10,000.
It was even higher. This is when I took the screenshot. In total,
Wow.
on this trade, I made 11,200 on this particular one. This is the biggest one I've ever got. Yep. So I invested $870. I like literally overnight, I made 11,200. This is options trading. So I'm just showing you guys, people that have been trading options, that have told you about options, is not a scam. It does work. This is the day I even became a believer. So that this is one trade. Let me see if I can.
So can I ask a question about that? Right.
Mm-hmm.
Because when I talk to option traders, most of them, from what I hear from them, they say that like they're basically going day by day. It seemed like you held this stock for a while. You held it from 8:15 to 9:20, right? Or that's the expiration date?
No, that's the expiration date. So when I bought my contract, this is when the contract expired. I sold this contract the next day. I
So you
didn't hold
made
it.
it. Wow.
So anytime you are making money, don't hold it. Don't try to hold it. Anytime you're making money, sell it immediately.
Wow. So you made 11,000. Wow.
Yeah.
Amazing.
So I didn't hold it. I didn't hold it. So you can see here, that's what it's even saying. You can see here, the market value is what the total it is what, right? So by the time I sold it, it was like 11,200 that I made. That's just one. Let me show you guys another.
So how successful have you been with this kind of in general?
I mean, so far, I'll show you my Robinhood account. I'll show you my Robinhood account. So I've only been doing options trading in my Robinhood account. I mean, so far I see the potential in options trading, and it's just about managing your risk and try not to invest. Even if you're not sure about something, don't invest too much. How do I open this thing where I can just go through?
Aziz.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, question. This is really good, but in terms of managing your risk, is there anything like stop loss? Just like if you are probably going down.
Yeah, there is. There is. Robinhood has all that stuff. You can set all that stuff. So there's that to manage your risk. Yeah, there's that to manage your risk. So this is that one I just showed you. This is another one. This one is Fubo. I invested in this Friday afternoon. When market opened, you can see it cost me 7 cents. I bought 50 contracts. So 7 cents times 100 times 50, whatever that comes to. Pi comes out to like $300 or $400. And the next morning I made 1,300. But these are the times I'm taking the screenshot. Sometimes when I sell, it's a little bit higher. It might be $100 or $200 higher by the time I sell. But you can look at the percent. So wherever I invested, I made 300%, almost 400% on this one. So that's one, another one. This is another one. You can see this one, I made 100%. It is, I invested, it would cost me 30 cents, obviously, $30. times 50, whatever that comes out to. And yeah, say if I double it, so I invested 1,500 in this one because my thing is 100%. So this one 100%. You can see this one 200%. And you guys can see the date. These are just recent. This is like, you can see the date here that I bought this thing. And I've never kept anything more than, if I bought it today, I'm selling it tomorrow. So I've never kept anything for long. This is the date. Yeah.
So
Is that a popular approach?
Yes, because when you are trading options, the longer, remember you are betting that with options, there is the stock price, how the stock price is doing and time, right? Remember we are saying that by this date, the stock price is going to go to this amount, right? So the closer you get to that date, the worthless your contract will be. So if there's more time between your contract date and the price of the contract now, your contract will be worth more. So that's why when you are in the money, you want to sell it, take your profit. Because the closer, okay, let me give you a good example. And I think I have a screenshot of it here. I invested in Ross the other day. They did very well. When market opened, I barely made any money. Why? Because yesterday was when my contract ended. Yesterday. So if my contract is ending yesterday, who's going to want to buy it from me? Something that's going to end at 4 p.m. You understand? So the longer the date is, the better, the more your contract is worth. Just like when you are buying the contract too, the longer date you pick, the more expensive the contract will be. So you don't want to hold on to it. Once you are making money, sell it. And another thing with options, you can be greedy. So if you are seeing anywhere from 50% to 100%, sell it. Anything above 100% is even a plus. So yeah.
Okay.
yeah. So you have I got two questions. So you bet that the market will go up. Have you bet like a put going down?
No,
Have you
I don't know because I don't know. I don't do puts.
Okay.
I don't do puts because so you guys, my strategy has been the stock market goes up and down. It goes up and down. If a stock is up now, I can't tell you when it's gonna go down. But I know if my favorite stock goes down. So this is my strategy. You guys have a watch list, create a watch list of good companies. So on my watch list, I can show you guys on my watch list, I have, and I've shown you guys my watch list before. Let me show you guys again.
Yeah, because that's the question I was going to ask. Like, how much labor are you putting into this? Like the research behind it.
I do research every weekend for what the ones that, so this is my watch list, right? On my watch list, I would have made a lot of money on this yesterday, but I still made money, but I sold my contract too soon. And this kept going up, right? On cover, right? So on my watch list, I look at on a day like today, look at everything is growing. Yesterday, everything went, it's like 18%, 2%. And this like today, I'm not even gonna bother buying anything because they are good. Stock is going up, but everything that goes up, they always come down. They come down, they go up. They go down, they come up, right? So when the stock is down, let's say Nvidia is my favorite stock, Tesla is my favorite stock, Amazon is my favorite stock. If Tesla goes down 4-5% for today, at the bottom, I will buy that. I will buy that contract for Tesla to go back up. So let's say Tesla dropped. Let's assume. Let's pick this now, right? Let's say Palantir dropped to, Palantir is also another one of my favorite ones. Let's say Palantir dropped to $31.78 now, right? When I buy my contract, I buy the next contract up for 32. I don't buy 35. I just pick whatever is the closest to where it is now that I can find on the contract. I buy that and I set my date. I say by 2 weeks time, I think Palantir is going to go to 32. And that's that's the strategy I've been using. So I pick, what am I about to say? So I wait for the stock to go down, and when it goes down, I buy. Look at it on the day like today. Meta went down, but I probably won't buy it here. Let's say Meta went down like $10 today or $20, and there is no reason why it went down. It just went down because they always go up and down. My strategy, I buy the dip because I know if a stock goes down with a good company like this, it's definitely going to go back up. So that's been one of my strategies. So where is that thing I was showing you guys?
How do you add those stocks to your watch list again?
Okay, so when your Google account, the best way, I don't know how to find this. So this is Google Finance. So how you guys can create Google Finance thing is like, let's say you just start search for a stock. I'll just say, and Amazon, any stock. So it doesn't matter. Amazon stock. So it will give you this. This is how I get to it because I still don't know how to get to the Google Finance. Once it gives you this, right? You see this thing here? You say follow here. Just click on the follow. Follow that stock, right? Once you follow the stock, then on this side, you'll see following here. This is the weird way I get to it because again, I don't know how to get to the Google Finance. So if you select this following here, you come down, and you see click show more, it will bring you to this Google Finance. Maybe if you type Google Finance, let's see, Google Finance. Google Finance. Finance. Google Finance. Okay. So if you type Google Finance, it will bring you here, right?
I think
if you want,
I'm about to say, if you click on that box up there by your logo thing.
Oh yeah, this one.
Click on that and then bring that scale down further down. You should see.
Okay. Yeah, that's true. Okay, this is the best way to get to it. Yeah, that's true. So once you are here, right, you can, you see here, you will see something watch list here, right? So you can just click new watch list, right? And give it a name and save it. Then you start then once you save it is here, then you see add investment, then you just type the stock symbol for the stocks you want to add. Let's say I want to add NVIDIA, look for the symbol or the name. Once you find it, select it here and they will add it to it. So now I've added, and now you can add more and you can just give, that's how you build your watch list.
Thank you.
Yeah. So
Aziz, I wanted to add.
Sorry.
Go ahead.
No, I was about to ask, are you able to share, like, I don't know, like top 5 or top 10 that you follow?
in my portfolio? Yeah. So
Yeah.
my portfolio right now, my top companies that I'm invested in is Tesla, NVIDIA, Amazon. I can show you guys. So, because I have like a portfolio watch listing that I can show you guys. Just a second. Portfolio. This portfolio has all the stuff I'm invested in, but the numbers is not accurate because I didn't write my shares. I didn't jot my shares down very well. But it has, at least it has all the companies that I'm invested in it. Just a second, let me try to log in here.
Okay.
Okay. So these are all the companies that I'm invested in now. All of this. So you guys can take a screenshot of it if you want. But I can tell you my top ones are Tesla, the ones I have the most shares in, Tesla, NVIDIA, and Amazon. Tesla, NVIDIA, Amazon, and Palantir. Everything else is just kind of like other companies that I'm betting in. But my four main ones are Tesla, NVIDIA, Amazon, and Palantir. Yeah, go ahead, Amit.
Yeah, I wanted to add that since our last conversation about you being in options, I kind of grew interest and started doing some digging. So I eventually stumbled upon this stock guy. I think he's a very good influencer. His name is Nitro. It has a Discord server that I joined. Originally, I think it's for a trial of 7 days, and they say you can subscribe probably $100 a month. That he does live trading, and he has about, well, according to what I saw, about 80 to 90% win rate. And he doesn't really trade every week. He trades based on the market movement or direction, according to what he says. And one other thing is he do the live trading every 9:30 a.m. EST. I think he does stocks and option depending on that day. And he has so many, about 7,000 members in the server. I don't know what you're doing or what you do, whether it's related to what he does. Because even myself, I'm still struggling to understand what he does in terms of whether it's options or stock. But
Yeah.
if maybe you're interested, there is a free version of this Discord that you can just join and probably monitor what he does. And if it aligns with what you do, maybe it's also a nice signal to follow. But he's really good, and people were really kind of like impressed with his experience.
Yeah, so when I was showing you guys that when I started learning, I used ChatGPT to learn it. But I like the fact that the strategy that I've come up with and the things that I've been doing came from me, and it wasn't really influenced by letting someone. Initially, someone that I was working with also gave. There's a guy that gives people what to buy, and the guy gave him, but that wasn't really working for me, right? But I agree with the fact that, like I said, on a day where I feel more comfortable buying a contract is if the stock market if the stock price went down for the day, then I feel comfortable buying it. And if it's a good company, because they always come down, then go back up, right? So you make money on the stock going back up. So I like just, it was the same way I learned cloud is that I like just not being influenced by too many things, just really thinking and trying to solve my own problems. So I probably won't check him out because I don't want to be influenced by stuff. Even in our group, someone always, it's three of us in the group, and some of them were my previous students too, people that we are talking about the stock options together. One, he posted something about Walmart this week. I didn't even pay attention to it because I already have my strategy for the week, and I stuck with my strategy for the week. So,
Yeah.
so that's just. But maybe at some point, if my strategy stop working, then I'll just try to adjust it and look for like what's the next thing to do, right? So,
It's
but
okay.
Zeke,
yeah,
uh, I have a couple dollars that I would like to invest into it, but I don't even have a portfolio or anything like that. Um, I don't even have it set up or anything like that. Um, but I would want to get it all set up, and how your investment strategy working. It seems like it's working for you, and I would like to, how would I say, I would like to see what you invest in
okay.
and invest in that.
Okay. So what I'm invested in is what I just showed you guys here. Right. These are all my investments. I don't have any other. This is my long-term investment. These are the companies that I'm invested in. The numbers here is probably much higher. The numbers here is much high, would be much higher in my actual portfolio because here they let you write down when you bought stuff, but over time I lost track of when I bought because sometimes I just buy every week I buy something and I haven't been really writing them down. But so you can see if you go just based on what I've already noted down, my biggest portfolio is Amazon, Nvidia, Tesla, uh, Advanced Micro Device, and Palantir. So yeah. So these are but if you guys, these are the ones that I'm investing in. So Dylan, Robinhood also allows you to do partial trading, meaning that if, let's say, Nvidia's stock price is 129 now and you don't have 129, you can invest just $100 in it, or whatever you have, you can invest in it. And over time, you can keep adding to it. You can set up automatic investing, which will grow the amount of shares faster. So I like that strategy. If you don't have the full amount to invest in one stock. Robinhood, for some stocks, they allow you to do partial investing. So you invest some money in it and it goes up, right? So that is how that works. So you can just open a Robinhood account and start create a watch list of some companies you think are good. I'm saying, so they have the 7 top companies in the US. They call them Magnificent 7. You guys can start. If you are starting and you are scared to invest in anything, you can start with just those companies because they are the biggest company in the world. They always do well over time. Companies like Google, Apple, Tesla, Amazon, they always do well. So you're not going to lose your money. But if you see your money go, if you see the stock price goes down today, don't freak out, because the strategy for this portfolio that I have is long term. Like I said, I woke up one day, this portfolio was 100,000 down. I didn't freak out. Since then, I've made more. I've made my money back and I made more. So if you are investing long term, just let it sit. Trying to jump in and out of it is when you will really even lose more money. But anytime you even see your favorite stock down, buy more of it. If you have the money, buy more. So that is this. But then my short-term strategy that I was telling you about is these are some of the trades that I made. So you can see here, TJ Maxx, I made $4,000. This one, Zoom. This I sold this very early. This I could have made probably like 8,000. I sold this very, very early because when I sold this thing was still going up. So you see this price here? It went as much as $4. So if I would have sold, so you can see here, look at the market value here. So if this average price that I sold mine went up, right? Went up to like about, let's say 450, right? So 450. So it's 450 times 100 times how many contracts do I have? 22. That's how much I would have made. See, I only made like I only made like 3,005 because I sold it very soon, very early. I don't know why I did that, but I just
Is that with Robinhood?
yeah, this is in my Robinhood account. So, but if I would have left it and for the day, because Zoom kept going up, Zoom kept going up, Zoom kept going up, I would have probably made close to probably like somewhere around 8,000-9,000 on this one. So, but it's still good. Profit is profit. Sometimes when you see the profit, I just I don't want to lose that profit. So that's why I sold it probably. So that is that one. This is another one, Oasis. I made 1,000. And these are, look at the date. These are recent. This was even this week. This is another one, Palantir. I made 7,000. But I haven't sold the Palantir because my contract is still 2026. I'm still keeping it. So this is the one I told you that I bought. Then it expired the same. This contract expires. You can see here, it's even saying it here. So you guys know, I'm just always trying to tell you guys the exact thing. So you can see here, it's saying that the contract is expiring. So they made money, but the day I was making money is the same day the contract expired. So the contract price is not going to be worth as much. Let's say this contract is not expiring yesterday. This would have probably been worth more, but the price would have been even much more than this. But because the stock price is expiring the same day, it didn't really make that much. But I sold it. This one I made less than this. I think I made like $300 when I sold. And that's another one. Cover. This one too yesterday. This is another one. I sold it really soon. If I would have kept this, I would have probably made like 6,000-7,000. So I sold it really soon. And I can show you guys cover. So this was yesterday. You can see it kept going up during the day. I sold mine around here, around 117. And this thing went all the way to 125. So if I would have just be patient and see how far it goes, let's say I rode it up the way to that 125, I would have probably made double what I made on it, probably at least 5,000-6,000 on it. So
You know why it jumped up like that around 12?
no, I don't.
I
But for the day, it jumped up for the day because they reported their earnings and they meet the expectation. So that's why it was jumping for the day.
I had noticed yesterday though on my account when the Fed said they was going to cut rates possibly soon, it
Mhm.
went right through the roof around like
Yeah.
12.
So that could also add to it why it did that. That could also add to it. So you can see yesterday this stock went up $20. So if you bought a contract in this yesterday and you say, let's say you bought a contract for this thing to go, it was at $100 then or 102, and you say it's going to 103 and you end up going to 122, then everything else after that is your profit. Then that's how you make money from options trading. So that is that one. This is the one I traded yesterday. And this is NVIDIA. I haven't sold this yet. I still have this in my account. And that's another one. I still have this in my account. So yeah, so that's some of my trade in this past week. You guys can see the date. It hasn't been long at all. Let me show you guys my Robinhood account. So this is an account that I'm just trading in. Like it's not part of my long-term investment thing. It was just an account since I wanted to look for ways to make money on a daily basis. So really my goal is make 1,000 a day. And so far I've been able to do that. I mean, I'm very thankful to God for that. I don't think it's all it's just something is blessing me that I've been able to do that. So I'm very thankful for that. I don't want to get too cocky, right? So my goal is to just make 1,000 a day. If I make 1,000 a day, that's fine. But then I've been making more than that in the past 2 weeks. So you can see this is, even though I made some money yesterday, my account is down $300 because and in this account, I think I probably funded it with like 20-something thousand, but over time, not at once. It's down because some of the contract I have is still going up and down. You can see these are some of the contracts I have here. I have a lot. Some of them is still going up and then down. Ahmed, remember when I told you how you can lose money fast? This is that Amazon contract that I was telling you. So you can see this contract. Look at how much it is worth. Look at how much I've lost. You can see, right?
Right. I wonder how you manage to breathe when you lose this kind of amount.
But then you also saw when I made 11,000 overnight. So it comes with the territory. So I don't really, I mean, it sucks because this is actually a risk I can manage, right? I invested too much, but now since then my strategy has changed. I don't invest. My strategy is my limit is I bet anywhere from 500 to 1,005 in any particular stock. I don't invest this much. But let's say this thing on the other side end up being good, I could have made a lot of money too. So it just comes with the territory. So yeah, this is my account, right? This is my balance right now. So you can see my 1 day return. Yesterday I lost $300 because some of the stocks that I have is going up and down. So, and I haven't sold. That's why. But look at my 1 week return. My 1 week return was even higher than this before, but because some of this stuff is down, so my 1 week return is 12,000 that I've made in a week. My 1 month return is 29,000. Right, you guys can see it here. 170%. My 3
your
months.
strategy. Your strategy is now you kind of put somewhere between 500 to 1,500 per stock, and that accumulated to like 20K worth of investment over time.
Yes, exactly. Because you saw the screenshots that I showed you.
Yeah.
All the screenshots that I showed you. I've been making profits on most of the trades I've been making. So over time, that has accumulated to my balance here.
When do you know is the right time to buy a stock, or you just go with? I know you've said it over time, but sometimes people will read the chart to say, "Oh, okay, this is a perfect entry," or do you just go with
No,
it?
I don't know. I don't know how to read charts and all that stuff. I just go. It's just for me. I just feel like it's just a no-brainer. If Tesla goes down today, I'm going to buy it today. I'm actually waiting for Nvidia to go down so I can buy it. So if a good company, their stock price goes down, it's a good time to buy because you know they're gonna go back up. So even when this Amazon trade that I'm losing money on, you know, let me show you this, right? This, I lost money on this Amazon trade. So when I bought, when it was started here, right? This was not the date. Let me see, max. Okay, here, right? So you can see how much I bought the contract. I bought the contract like $8. And now the contract is worth 31 cents. So I'm losing money, right? So when the contract was $8, Amazon was like $190 per share, right? So when they missed earnings, Amazon stock price dropped to 159. Look at what Amazon stock price is now, 176. So you could have bought the shares at 159 and you would have been making close to like $20, close to $20 now. Every time any good company goes down, they always go back up. They don't even stay down that long.
Yeah.
That's just been my strategy. So that's why I don't do puts because I can't guess when a company is going to go down. But I
So the
know
best,
go ahead.
so the best practice is, right now, if Amazon stock is at like $147, it's a good time to buy. That's what you're trying to say.
Yes. If Amazon stock was at 170 and you saw it drop to $140, yes, that's a good time to buy it. Because Amazon is a good company. So in 2022, when I bought most of my Amazon shares, Amazon was at 140 something or I don't know where it was, like 120 something or something like that. In 2022, Amazon dropped to like $98. That was where I bought most of my shares. So I bought most of my Amazon shares at $98. And let's say I bought 1,000 shares at $98, right? I probably bought more than that, right? Look at Amazon's price now, 176. So if I bought,
Is
let's say
there such?
go ahead. I'm listening.
No, I was I don't know where I heard this, but like you know how some people will hold on to the a particular stocks for like 5 years. Like is that a
Yes. Yes. So
is that a thing?
yes, it is. So I've had my Amazon stock now since 2022. And I'm going to hold it as long as I can. Probably forever. Probably
How
even give
how
it,
how
probably
did
give it.
that compound so far?
So far, I bought Amazon at $98. It was 98, something like that when I bought it. And I bought 1,000 shares. Right? So
Yeah.
so that's how much I invested, right? Over time, right? So now those same 1,000 shares so that's $98, 98,000 I paid. And that same share right now is worth 176 at Amazon's current price, 176 here. 176 times 1,000. So you can see my 98,000 has doubled.
That's not including the dividends yet either.
Yeah. So my 98,000 has doubled. So this is how you make money in the long run. Yes. So that's what I'm saying.
Those 1,000 shares, did you buy over time or at once?
Over time.
Okay.
But within the same period of when I saw it drop to 98. Probably within a couple of weeks. At that time, I had a lot of money saved up. So I just pretty much took the money in my savings and I just bought it.
Yeah, because you got three.
Did your wife freak out?
She does. She don't. I always try to tell her to invest. She doesn't, but she trusts me because she's seen that I've made money. So if she wouldn't get in it herself, but she'll kind of like encourage me to. She'll just be like a moral support. When if something's going down and I'm complaining to her, she will just listen. She's probably heard me vent like 10,000 times already about losing money here and there. But then if she sees me making money, like she just did her first options trade yesterday because she saw me made money back to back to back. And she was like, oh man, this guy is making money. I need to jump in on it. So she opened her Robinhood account. She made her first trade and she made money. So it just depends. My wife is not really much of a risk taker when it comes to losing money. She don't like losing money. But I just tell everyone, you can't. It's all risk. You have to be willing to risk something to gain something. It's all risk. So, yeah.
And so, but I guess your main strategy is the buy and hold, and that's where you made the most money. You made 98,000. You doubled buy and hold. The day trading thing is kind of.
Yeah, the day trading thing is just what I'm doing now to make extra money. So whatever money I make from the day trading, I'm going to put some of it into my long-term buy, and the rest I'm just going to enjoy it. I'm just going to buy things. Not buy things, but do whatever I need to do. Maybe buy my wife something. Just whatever I need to do, just live life a little bit. I can't save everything forever, right? So I also want to start a portfolio for my son. So I'll do that. So my day, whatever money I'm making from this Robinhood account is just going to fund my lifestyle or allow me to have another. So I see this as just having another job. So instead of me going to get a third job, this is my job. And I'm just going to treat this as a job. Whatever income I make here, whatever I want to do with it, I'll do with it.
Yeah, as is, if you create a group and then you just kind of like maybe just drop a couple of those stocks on a daily basis that you think are the ones you want to invest in, then it would be nice. Then it's left for us to judge if we want to be able to do that as well. So
Okay, sure. Yeah, I'll do that. I'll create the group. I'll create it today.
And
Then
also I
go ahead.
sorry, I was just about to say yeah, don't feel tempted to assume that you are oversharing or anything like that. I know it can be hard to gauge, but just keep in mind that what you think that may be trivial information for you may be important for some of us.
Okay.
Yeah. So.
Okay, thank you so much. And I need that from you guys from time to time because again, I don't want to feel like I'm oversharing. And trust me, I hate attention. If you ask my wife, I hate attention. But I've also a big part of my personality is also giving. I've been cheerful giver, and I support people I can support in whatever way I can support them. And if I have any information, I'm not trying to be a gatekeeper. I'll tell you guys about it, which is why I'm doing this. You can see I haven't started making money in options that long. My account is not even up to a year. My account is just 3 months old. You can see 3 months old. And even within that 3 months, I only probably started trading within like the past 2 months. So as soon as I see that it's working, that's why I'm sharing it with you guys now. So you guys know that someone and someone you trust. I've showed you this is my Robinhood account. I'm not like there's no way I can fake any of these numbers. And I can show you that it is working. This is my 1 week return. This is my 1 month return. And this is my 3 month return. And this is my year-to-date return, 51%. So
You're doing a good job. Yeah.
Yeah. So thank you.
Yeah, you're doing fantastic.
So
Yeah.
I still have some options here. You can see I have a bunch of them that I'm trying to get rid of next week. So hopefully they make money. Hopefully they make money next week. This one is kind of like I broke my own rule. I broke my own rule by investing in this one. So I got into this options thing on Thursday. It was a little bit, I saw it drop on Thursday. I got into it, right? Then Friday it went down some more. Now I'm losing like 60% of my money. So what I can do is like now that it's down, I can average down the price that I paid for it by buying more shares. So that's what I did. So now I'll be transparent with you guys. Now I've invested too much that I would ever even invest in any stock in this one company. This is the one I'm trading for Monday morning. So now I can either be a happy man on Monday morning or I can be squeezing my face. Because look at how much I've invested in it, almost $10,000 in trying to lower my price. So when it goes back up, I can make money, right? So, but I'm praying that everything goes well, because if this goes well, I'm never doing stuff like this again. Never. But then if it goes bad on Monday, God forbid, all this money could be gone. But it's fine. Sometimes you just have to, even if I lose this, I'm still in the profit, right? But there's the risk you have to take. But I would say don't do this though. Right? You can manage your risk. My goal is to make $1,000 a day. And if I want to stick to that goal, I don't have to invest this much. I can invest 1,000 in one particular stock. That 1,000 can probably bring me anywhere from 500 to another 1,000 if my trade is right. And then I've made my 1,000 for the day. So this one, I found myself chasing it and trying to cut my price down. And that was what got me into this hole. So hopefully I'll find out on Monday morning where this is going to be. And I'll keep you guys posted next time we meet, if whatever this comes out to, if this goes out to zero or if I end up making money from it.
Just quick question, and fees. I'm just something that I'm doing that I've been looking at when it comes to this. Have you ever looked at like small caps, like ETFs, and then maybe just take a look at the portfolio and look at the smaller companies they're just merging, and then maybe doing the research on them and seeing how they grow? Because I had a friend of mine, he invested in this was one called Atomic Energy. It's like an he bought it at like something like it was like $11 or something. Now it's like 130.
Wow.
And he made like
yeah.
so, yeah.
Yeah, small caps, you're right. Small caps is definitely the way to go if you want to make money like that. And I have some small caps in my portfolio, but none of them is making money right now. So which one? I have this Kaiser. Right now, they are 63 cents, but I'm losing money on them though. I'm losing money on them, but they are into like in the medical space. They are making some type of drug. If the drug ends up being successful, their stock price could jump, right?
Yeah, I see a lot of opportunity in that.
So yeah, and I have this semiconductor MX, right? I'm also losing money on them, but yeah, sometimes I invest in it, but I don't invest in too much small caps because I just know the big ones are doing well, and they are much safer for my long-term investment. But then when I have money on the side, I do buy the small ones. So you can see this UiPath is a small cap company. This one is a small cap. SoundHound is a small cap company. This one I invested in and lost like some money, but it hasn't really done anything. And I've had it for like 2 years now. So yeah, from time to time I do, if something comes on my radar and I go do research on it, but I don't specifically go look for them. I feel much comfortable for my long-term investment to invest in the big companies. Yeah. So that's what my portfolio is, in the big ones.
Makes sense.
Yep. So yeah, that's pretty much what I want to show you guys. I'll create the group and I'll let you guys know. And you guys can feel free to join. Then I'm going to probably do the research for the stocks, the ones that I want to trade for this week. And I can show you. So another thing I did in my Robinhood portfolio is I created a watch list for the ones that I'm trading for the week, right? So you can see Monday here, Tuesday, Wednesday. There's really not much to trade on Friday, but so Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. So these are the ones that I'm trading this Monday. I already have a contract for all these ones. These are the ones I'm trading. So if you look at these ones, you will also see them here in my contracts. They are here. So, and another thing I forgot to mention is another trading strategy I use is, let's say I want to make money tomorrow. Whatever money I'm trying to make tomorrow, I invest in this stock today. So if I'm trying to make money tomorrow, I buy the contract today. And based on how the market is doing, like because that's the strategy I'm using. So let's say I see something deep today, I buy today. Most likely it will go back up tomorrow. And if it doesn't go up tomorrow, if I don't make money the next day, I might keep it another day and see. That is what is happening with some of this one, like this EL1. I bought it. I didn't make money initially. Then I averaged down my price. Then let me show you the max so you can see. So you see I bought it here. I didn't make money. It lost money. Then I averaged down. Then it went all the way down here. So this is where I bought it. You can see how much I paid for it. But then when it went down, I just bought more shares. So now it is actually at a place where after I made money yesterday, it was finally at the point where I would start to make money. Maybe I was making at this point where it was 173. Because if you guys look, my price is 160. So at this point, when it was 173, I started to make money, but then it went back down again. And this contract expires next Friday. So coming Monday or Tuesday, I'm going to get rid of it. So hopefully Monday or Tuesday, this company, their stock price goes up. And if it goes up, then I'll just sell it and get my money out. But I'm saying all this to tell you that, again, for me, nobody told me about investing in options and all these things. And I always think it's a scam that it doesn't work. But I'm telling you guys, these things are real. You can make money from them. As you guys can see, you can make money from them. But I just have to, the one that I'm in, that I invested too much money in, I just have to pray that I make that money back on Monday. If I make that money back on Monday, I'm never doing something like that again. I'll stick to my strategy, which is 500 to 1,000 on one particular contract.
Is there anything like paper accounts where we can play with the paper just to like test these things out to get used to the system?
Nope. I don't know if someone has like a dummy account where you can play with like fake money. I don't know. I don't think so.
I heard about something like that. I'm sure there is some out there, but I would trade carefully. Because obviously this is also an area where it's easy to come across like scammers and stuff.
So I may
I'll
just
be
start
careful.
with money you can afford to lose.
Okay.
And start with money you can afford to lose. So, and learn about, again, we can schedule another meeting where I just give you guys the basic thing the basic things I know about options, right? And I told you guys, this is exactly how I learned option. I didn't watch anybody's video. I literally just took a screenshot from Robinhood and I posted it in ChatGPT and I said, can you teach me how to interpret this? And that was what it did. And I can see our conversation here. Then I had more conversation with it. Then I had another questions here based on what it told me. Then I had another question here. Then I had another question here. So this went on for a while where I was just thinking, asking whatever question I can ask based on my understanding. Then once I was done here, I said, oh, okay, I think I understand how buying contract works. At least on a basic level, buying calls. When we say calls is when if you say a price is going to go up, or puts. Puts is if you say the price of a stock is going to go down. So on a basic level, when you are buying options, you are just guessing whether I'm saying that Amazon stock is going to go to 156. And my strategy is, let's say, whatever the current price of the stock is, right? So let's say Kava is 122 now. I wouldn't even buy a call on Kava at this high. Let's say now Kava now drops down. let's say you just, because you have it on your watch list, you'll be seeing all the companies that are going up and down for the day. So let's say you now have your on your watch list and Kava now drops down to like, let's say 115. Then at this point, I will be willing to buy a call that Kava is going to go to 116. So I'm not even going to say 120. I'm going to say 116. So let's say now Kava goes past 116 and goes back all the way to 122. So between that 116 and 122, that's $6. And you made profit there. And in contract, in options, when the stock price goes up $6, you could make like $2,000, $1,000, $3,000 based on how many contracts you have. The stock price don't even have to go up that much for you to make money. You guys saw that with the H&R block. The stock price didn't go that much for me to make 11,000. So
I wondered, now that you did that, I wonder if you take like, I guess a stock market price for the day, it's like 122 or something. You stick it in ChatGPT, say, hey, the stock price is 122. Is this a good time to invest today?
it's not going to tell you that. It's not gonna... they built that stuff into it. It doesn't give you trading advice, but you can ask ChatGPT to do a research for you. It will do the research for you. So
you post this financial reports and say, hey, do you think
exactly. So you don't ChatGPT, you can't say ChatGPT, what's the stock price gonna imagine? Come on, everybody's using ChatGPT. Everybody will be asking. So ChatGPT won't do that. But this is what so I can so this company that I have all this money in now that I'm free. Trust me, this weekend I can't wait till Monday. Monday morning, I can't wait because I'll find out the truth on Monday morning where I'm going to be. So, and I've been asking it. Look, you can even see I asked it here. Right. That's the PDD stock that I end up investing too much than I should. Right. Look at what these are the type of question you can ask it. Like, what are the experts saying? Then it will go and search. So you can see here, it went and searched on 6 sites for you. Because I wouldn't have found all these articles. So it went and searched on 6 sites, compare what the people are saying in those articles, and give you a summary of it. So I just don't want to be too cocky, knock on wood. It is pretty much saying that based on what the people are saying, this company looks like they will do well. But you can't just never be too sure. But so that's what it is saying. So you can ask it to do a research on a particular stock for you. What are experts saying about this stock? Then you use that, but ultimately you will be making the decision yourself.
Well, I definitely would try what you said. I may play with something I can afford to lose. Luckily, Bitcoin and other altcoins kind of went up between maybe 2 days ago and now. And some of those stuff I've invested in kind of yield good profit. So I may just take maybe 2,000-3,000 away from those portfolio and see what I can make out of it with options. What do you think?
Yeah, that's good. That's a good strategy. Yeah, that's a good strategy. So if you start your Robinhood account with like 2,000, that is very good.
Right.
So you just careful. Maybe you say for every trade you place, you're not going to place more than 500 for each trade.
Yeah.
And you start that way until you get a hang of what you are doing. And I'll send you guys the ones I'm trading for the week. Again, it's potential. So let me even show you guys. That was I don't think I have it here. Yeah, so for the week, after class today, this evening, I will do my research and on the ones that I want to trade for the week, and I have them ready. So it's just a matter of, and I'll organize them in my watch list, and I'll be monitoring them throughout the week. And if I see the opportunity to buy them, then I'll buy them. And that's what I did 2 weeks ago for the strategy that worked for me, and that's what I did this week. So that's the same thing I'm going to do next week. Hopefully, it continues to work.
Yeah, maybe one of these days you can show us how you went about your research looking for those gems.
Yeah, sure. I'll have another class where we can meet, and I'll show you guys.
All right. Thank you.
Taiwo, if you want to join the link to this group is in this video's description, in the YouTube video description. You can check it out there. Okay, so that is it for the stock. I know I need to help some people, and I'm sorry that we kind of got sidetracked on Let's talk then. Is Will still here?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Okay, yeah. Okay, so let's jump back to, let's get focused again on, okay. Share your screen so I can help you with whatever you need help with.
Okay, so actually, initially the help that I needed, I was able to get help with from one of the guys in the chat.
Okay, cool.
So he was able to assist me. We used a different methodology because I
Yeah.
could SSH.
Yeah.
I was having trouble using my Mac to SSH tunnel with Visual Studio Code. So we just did the EC2.
Yeah, perfect. Perfect. That was what I was gonna do with you. So who are you
Okay.
working with? Who are you working with that did that?
It was, let me look at my DM here. It was Wahab.
Oh, Wahab. Oh, thank you, Wahab. If you're listening, thank you.
Yeah.
So that was what I was gonna do with you. So for any of our project, just focus more on the concept. So if we are trying to do something like migrate our data, right? You don't have to do it exact way I do it if that way is not working for you. You can, because you remember when you did the EC2 project, we used a different method there where we used the EC2 for the migration, right?
Sure.
So you can just use that process too. So
Okay.
it's just migrating the data that is more important in that for that project. So how you accomplish it is really not a big deal.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, I'm the type of person, like, because I'm following step by step what you, especially with the projects. I don't want to do something different because I don't know if that's going to affect the overall outcome of the
Yeah, I understand.
project.
Understand. Yeah, I understand. So,
And
but go ahead.
I'm sorry. And then I moved on to assignment 5 after completing that project. And within assignment 5 was where I needed to contact you for the application code.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's perfect. So did you send me your username?
I believe I did. Let me make sure. Yes, I did.
Okay,
And
let
I
me
DM'd you.
add you now. Sign in.
Because I tried to use, because I saw in the assignment 5, it says that the application code is the same as project 4 or assignment 4. And I went back, but when I tried to use that application code, it said the file was too large to use it in Visual Code.
Yeah. That's the reason why I said you can send it to me and I would add you to the group. I'll add you because I already uploaded in my repository. So
Okay.
I'll add you to my repository and you can okay, you send it here. Okay, I'm adding you now.
All right.
So now you just pretty much, you can clone my repository, fork it to yours. So you can pretty much just use my repository as if it is yours.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Yeah, I've added you.
And do I just go into GitHub and how does that work? Will your will be
yeah,
in
so if you go in your GitHub account, you will see it will show up in your account.
Okay.
As if it is yours. So you can clone it the same way you clone your own repository. But I think you may have to fork it first, right? Am I correct, guys? You guys are the one that did it. So does it have to fork it first, or does it just show up automatically in you guys' account? I think you have to fork it. If you want to share your screen so we can look at it together.
Yes.
Okay, sure. Let me stop sharing.
All right.
Yeah, he gonna have to fork it. I
Okay.
remember that project. Yeah, he gonna have to fork it.
Okay.
I believe I'm sharing my screen with you right now.
All right. So there. So subscribe. So you see where it says subscribe. So that's the invitation I sent to you.
Yeah.
Click on that and so click subscribe and see. Or is that clickable, or click that checkbox? Yeah.
There we go. So
All right. So go into your repo yourself. So go into, click on the icon, the cat icon. That should take you to your repo. Yeah. Right. So Click show more. Let's see. Where is it showing now? Or maybe we should have clicked on it. Let me see. So I'll go back to, is there a way to go back to that email that you had? Maybe we should have gone in it.
It was in my notifications.
You know, let me see. I'll see.
Yeah, I see the invitation.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
All right, accept invitation. I think you didn't accept it. Like that. There you go.
All right.
So now that you are here, you see that fork stuff? It's up there on the right side.
Yeah.
Yeah, click that. And yes, so then click create fork. And there you go. So now if you click on your cat, you can see now it is showing it up in your account as if it is yours. It should be, it's there.
There we go.
There you go. So now you can clone it. You can clone this repository on your computer the same way we did. So this is mine. So yours is also there. So go back. So if the last one is the one you fought, that one. So you can
all right. It just basically just copy. Okay.
Yeah, copy that one to your repo. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Sounds good.
Okay, no problem.
Thank you.
No problem. All right. Does anyone else need help? I know we haven't gone. It's almost 1. So anyone else need help with something? Oh, Innocent, how are you? I'm just seeing you here. I know you messaged me that we should meet. Do you still want to meet tomorrow, or is now a good time? If it's something you want to discuss privately, then we can still meet at another time.
Probably we can. Hello, can you hear me?
I can hear you. How are you? I can hear you, but your voice is going in and out. I can't hear you now. So if you're still speaking.
Okay. Can you hear me now?
I can hear you now, yes.
Yeah, I said this is the live section. We can meet maybe the meeting should be one-on-one, not during the live section.
Okay. So
yeah, probably you send me your calendar, I will then choose the meeting time.
Okay. All right. I'll send you some things too. But I'm not sure. I'll say if I have time tomorrow, I'll send you, but I'll let you know. And if you want to meet after this class, if you have time after this class, we can meet after.
Yeah, yes, after this class. After this class will be fine.
Okay, sure.
Yeah, I have no problem sharing my screen or anything like that, but I'm still working on the Kubernetes project, but
Okay.
life got in the way of what I was doing, and I had kind of like stopped doing it. So I still have my resources and everything is still open and or whatnot and still running. And I'm trying to finish the project, but I haven't got on it none this week. So
Okay.
that's the reason why I was like, if you have any time for us tomorrow, I want to see where I'm going wrong at for us today and finish it up today. If I don't have anything going wrong with it, I shoot you a message and like, hey, everything is okay. I got everything working. But if not, if you have time, I was wondering if you're going to get on tomorrow. It don't have to be a one-on-one. I can join Goodwin or anybody else who you gonna be on with tomorrow.
Okay, yeah, I'll keep you posted. So let me know with that project. You might probably just delete everything. I'll say if I just delete everything you did and we'll just start all over again. Because I'm not sure. I'm not sure. It's been a while, and even you might have probably forgot some of the things you did. So I'll just start all over again.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll just start all over. Yeah. Cool.
Yeah, not a problem.
Hey, Aziz, I have a question.
Yeah, sure.
So what is because I just heard somebody say that they were going to set up a meeting with you through your calendar, have a look at your calendar. What's the best way to get in touch with you? Because I know you are busy, and I understand you have a lot of people who might need help or support, and I understand that. But what would be the best way to reach out to you if we need assistance with something or just want to set up like a one-on-one?
Yeah, it's usually through Slack. I mean, he's messaged me before. I recognize him from his email. That was why I was asking him. So
Okay.
it's usually through Slack. And I do apologize, but sometimes by the time you guys may respond, I may have been offline, which is why I also want you guys to, in the group, there's always like people like Wahab that will also help you. Titus is always very good too. So if he's available, it will help you. But yes, if you need to schedule a time with me specifically, and especially if it's something that is urgent, then let me know in the message. So that way I just know I need to make time. But I would say though, usually when I meet with people when we consulting, it's usually like a 30 minutes time where I'll meet with you guys and talk about. And you and I have met before anyway. So
Yeah.
yeah, so, but yeah, just let me know in the chat and message me. And if it's something that is urgent, let me know that is urgent. So that way I would pay more attention to it.
Okay.
Yeah. But then also the best way to catch me is on Saturday because I'm always here. So
All right.
yeah,
All right. Sounds good.
no problem. All right, Sean, go ahead.
Yeah, so I've been working on the EKS project as well. Not the one that you did on the thing. I'm doing it through Terraform.
Okay.
I'm just trying to see if you were doing it. So what I've been doing is I've been taking the code that we did for the the ECS project. And I've been basically copying that code and putting it over to a certain point, and then after that, I go at the documentation and look at like how you put the cluster up and stuff like. Is that how you would do it, or how would you do it? If you
Yeah, that's the same thing that I did. I did the EKS project with Terraform to some extent, but only my VPC deployment and all that stuff, but I haven't necessarily done. So even the cluster, spin up the cluster, but the deployment itself, the deployment of the manifest file, that I did manually. So I haven't implement that into like my Terraform code.
Okay, because when I was looking at some of the documentation, they was using Carpenter. I know we never used that, and I know that deals with like the nodes. So I've been reading. Is that a like something that I should just leave out, or what do you? What's your thoughts on?
Yeah, my knowledge is limited there, so I'm not sure what the capital does. So, I mean, I'll say in terms of completing that project with Terraform, do whatever is the best basic foundational stuff that will allow you to get there. So you don't have to do anything too complex, right? So you already know how to use Terraform to deploy your infrastructure. Because I'm sure that's all you're doing, like you're deploying your infrastructure, VPC, and all that stuff, right? Then once that stuff is done, you need to write a Terraform code that will spin up your cluster, right? So once you have your cluster is up, the only other thing you need to do is deploy your manifest files in your cluster. So how are you going to deploy your manifest files in your cluster? Are you going to use AWS CLI on the terminal the way we used it, or you can also, maybe there's a way Terraform can run those manifest files for you. So I haven't really looked into it in detail how I can deploy that project with Terraform, but that's really all you are doing. So
Okay,
I'll say whatever is the most basic way you can get it done. So don't do anything too advanced.
thank
But
you.
I haven't looked at it more than because what I have up to this point is use Terraform to deploy everything up to my cluster, then run my manifest file. I think I might even have a bash script that, oh, you know what? Maybe that's what you can do. Have all your manifest file, right? Then have a script and have Terraform run that script that just deploys it. You understand what I mean?
Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, I'll
Yeah,
try that.
yeah,
I'll look into it.
yeah. So it will be the same process we did in the manual one, but just trying to automate it with Terraform. Yeah,
Okay, thanks.
no problem. Okay. Does anyone else have any question? Okay, cool. Well, so we are one today. Thank you guys. I would create the group and I'll post it in the message thing in our Slack channel for the WhatsApp, how you guys can join the WhatsApp group. Then Then I'll start sending you guys notification on the trade that I'm doing for the week. But then I also want you guys to also be proactive, because just the same way I can teach you guys stuff, I can also learn from you guys. So I believe 10 heads is better than one. So you guys might you might think of things, the way you guys think of things, how you guys reason, how you guys solve problem is different from mine. So I believe you guys will also even have ideas that is better than mine, strategies that is better than mine, things we can test, things we can try. So like I said, I'm not an expert at this thing. I'm just, anytime I work on something and it works, I like to share with you guys as soon as possible. Because I believe all you need to do is be enlightened. Then you can, if you know it works, you'll be more interested to want to do it. So I'll add the group, I'll create the group, add you guys, then we can go from there.
All right. That'll work.
All right. Thank you guys. Have a good weekend. So Innocent, once I drop this meeting, you can join back and we can discuss whatever you want to discuss.
Okay. All right.
All right.
All right.
All right. Thank you guys.
All right.
Have a good weekend. Bye.
Have a good weekend.
Bye.